Hi, today we're going to welcome you to Western Washington Living. We are going to be talking about the cost of living in Arlington, Washington, and discussing the various factors that go into contributing to the overall expenses of living here. So let's get started. And first we're going to talk about the specifics of living in a home based on a family of 3 in a home that's 2,000 square feet and 2 stories. So we're going to start with discussing the cost of the housing piece of it. So that would be like PUD and the cost of power or water and sewer. Water and sewer on average is $135 to $150 a month, and then PUD is the provider of the electricity, and that averages in this home $125 to $150 a month, but that does vary by season, of course, and your heating source. So natural gas on average in like the summers in this home is $30 a month, and then it can be up to $150 to $180 in some of the colder months depending on the year. If you have septic and you are not on sewer and septic, you can expect or should have it inspected every 2 to 3 years, and then know that if it needs to be pumped, that could be up to $900 to even $1,000 depending on what's going on there. But inspections are about $200 to $500. And then let's talk about the cost. So on average, right now, the 3-bedroom home in Arlington is running $560,000 for a 3-bedroom home. And if you compare that to Snohomish County, the average right now is $629, like $875. So that's quite a bit less in Arlington, and so you can have that as the comparison. And that would make your payment around $3,450 if you did 20% down, and that includes property taxes and homeowners insurance, so that's good. And of course that will change when interest rates change. And let's talk about rent. So right now, rent for a 1 to 2 bedroom apartment is running about $1,400 up to $1,800 in 2023. And we are seeing an average for 3-bedroom homes, not apartments, to run about $2,800 to $3,250 a month right now. So that's about the cost of living for your monthly housing payment. So now we're gonna talk about the fun stuff. Everyone loves it, commuting. I mean, come on, yay, let's talk about commuting. So right now, the commuting time to Everett is about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic. It can be longer, but if you're going like to South Everett, on average, it's 25 to 40 minutes, but you can see longer days there. And then if you're talking about like Seattle and Bellevue, if there's no traffic, you're talking 45 minutes. I don't know when that ever happens anymore. So usually it's about 1 hour to like 10. I'm just kidding. Actually, on a bad day, it can take 1.5 hours to 2 hours to make that commute. So it can be kind of rough, but we're just talking facts here. So let's not play around with that. That's real talk. So anyhow, fuel prices right now, when I looked them up, were $4.63 for gas and $5.29 a gallon for diesel. We're definitely seeing that climbing right now as we come near to fall. So those are costs relating to living here. And let's just talk really quickly about the average household income that you're going to see here in Arlington. And the household income stands at an average right now. It ranges from about $88,000 to $105,000 average for the household. And so that's considering probably 2 people bringing in an income into the home. Okay, next we're going to talk about groceries. And this varies by household greatly. So I kind of surveyed a whole bunch of people I know that live there, and most of them had kids still home, but there were a handful that didn't. But the average that I heard from people was $700 on the low end, like you're being pretty careful with your grocery shopping, and I heard, up to like $1,200 a month. So groceries are definitely a heavy expense right now, not just in Arlington, but everywhere. We're all feeling that crunch of the increased price of groceries and feeding your family. Come on, it should not be that much to feed our families. So anyways, again, we're just spilling out the truth like we see it, right? So anyways, we hope that this video helped you kind of see what it would be like to live here and navigate what the costs are going to be. So I do have a couple of resources we're going to put in the links or in the description below, and that is where we got some of the statistics for some of the information, but they're good resources to look into that city or other ones in the area. And so they'll be in the links below, like I said. That were good resources for us, and we are also trying to put together some stats for people when we were doing this video. So Next up is if you have further questions about the area or the cost of living or help with finding housing in the area, we would love to be a great resource. You know, one of the websites we used was, it's called Numbeo, Numbeo.com. And it talks about like cost of groceries, clothing, and childcare, because childcare is another expense around here too. So that is a good resource. We'll have in the links below. So please comment below if you have any questions, and we would love for you to subscribe and follow. So please do that too. So anyways, thank you for joining us, and we will be providing other upcoming videos. So if you subscribe, you'll get that information too. Okay.